never losing the humility he learned as a farmer and a Sunday school teacher in Plains, Georgia.
11 Alive Zach Merchant is live for us in President Carter's hometown. Zach, you've had the opportunity to speak with one of the president's grandsons throughout the year, just about what his grandfather meant to especially the family.
Yeah, we have. We spoke with Jason Carter, President Jimmy Carter's grandson, several times over the past few months. And his comments in our most recent interview back in September, they shed a lot of light on the moment we find ourselves in now. It's a bit of a moment of contrast. It's bittersweet. It's sad to have to deliver this news, but you smile when you listen and watch that story we just aired and look at all that President Carter accomplished. It's a story of contrast here too. You look to my left, to my right, there are news outlets from all across the state. Soon they'll be from all over the world, and they're coming here to this small town of Plains, Georgia. That was a small town when President Carter was born here 100 years ago, and it remains a small town. And when you look at President Carter's life in the public eye, there are some times of contrast too. He was a one-term president that saw moments of remarkable international accord, but also international strife, a hostage crisis, and economic challenges at home. And he lost re-election. And then he attacked the next step of his life with that same vigor that got him to the White House in the first place. He was a champion of international aid and humanitarian work through the Carter Center and Habitat for Humanity. And the through line that runs through all of this, those are his roots right here in Plains, Georgia. And in an interview with his grandson Jason in September, I asked the younger Carter what he thought his granddad, President Jimmy Carter's legacy would be. This is what he told us.
When you talk about legacy, what do you hope President Carter's legacy will be?
You know, I think he has a complicated legacy, but it really boils down to me, and I think for him, that he lived out his faith and the commandment to love your neighbor as yourself in a way that made him respect people. And he used that respect to tell the truth. He used that respect to promote human rights. He used that respect to work with the least of these all over the world in a way that gave him partners in the poorest places in the world to do remarkable things.
And that legacy of faith and respect very much on display this morning. We're live in Plains. Zach Merchant, 11 Alive News.